So Sanju Verma was someone who always says chronology samajhiye. I want to take you through some of the chronology which really looks at a U-turn which happened and why did it happen, and I'd like to get the reasons from you. December 2021, Union Minister Nityanand Rai says the government had no plans to collect caste data during the census, whenever that census is conducted. The government in its affidavit in the Supreme Court in 2021 says caste census unfeasible, cumbersome. We are not having it. It's not going to happen. October 2023, after the caste census was conducted by the Mahagathbandhan government in Bihar, Prime Minister Modi called it an attempt to divide the country. Then in November, December 2023, you had the RSS that came out and said a caste census can be carried out for the purpose of enumeration as long as it doesn't create the division in society. Then exactly after that, you had an Amit Shah who came out and said that, listen, we are not opposed to a caste census. We are not pro it, but we are not opposed to it. Then suddenly everything started changing, especially since Nitish Kumar and other allies of the NDA from Bihar came and said, we are in, bit of a hot water if you don't announce the caste census. So is it all plain politics, Sanju Verma, is my question. Sorry to take so much time in that question. Go ahead, ma'am.
No, Preeti, I'm glad you set the tone of the question by giving out that chronology. And on a lighter note, it's not political spokespersons alone who change their stand. I've seen political analysts, journalists, and the opposition doing so with even greater fervor. Like they say, change is the only constant.
Ask me, ma'am. I know lots of journalists who turned in the last 1 decade. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes. Coming to the moot point of this entire issue, let's be very, very clear. Caste census under PM Modi, is it about identity politics? No. It is about policy precision. It is about data-backed governance. It is about using scientific facts and verifiable objective criteria to ensure that welfare schemes deliver and the beneficiaries are those who actually need the benefits of these welfare schemes. Does it mean adequate representation to everybody? Yes, of course, without fear or fervor. And as far as Rahul Gandhi and this entire cabal of Nitish Kumar ke pressure mein aakar Bhajapa ne ye kiya, that is what Lalu Prasad's acolytes have been saying. If you know Narendra Modi never likes to have a gun to his head. मोदी जी को कोई प्रेशराइज करके कुछ करवा नहीं सकता, ये भली भांति जान लीजिए। जो नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 2 साल पहले कहा था लोकसभा में, दिस इज व्हाट आई विल रीइंफोर्स फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन। तुम्हारे पांव के नीचे जमीन नहीं है, लेकिन कमाल तो ये है तुम्हें यकीन नहीं है। एंड एज फार एज चेंजिंग स्टैंड इज कंसर्न, राहुल गांधी लोकली सेज रिजर्वेशन का 50% कैप हटा दीजिए। He goes abroad, he sings a different tune. In India, he says, merit is necessary. He goes abroad, he says, merit is a flawed concept. So let's not talk about who's been doing this turncoat business. But I will just say one thing to you, Preeti, which is very, very important. And this is some data that you can verify. When the SECC of 2011 was undertaken, they said that the OBC population in India was at 52%. तुरंत 2 साल के बाद कांग्रेस के सरकार के तले जो एनएसएसओ का सर्वे आया, they said no, OBC population is not 52%, it is just 41%. Similarly, the SECC of 2011 said dalit population in India stands at 20.14 crore. 2 साल के भीतर एनएसएसओ कहती है मनमोहन सिंह की, नहीं जी, दलित पॉपुलेशन 20 करोड़ नहीं है, दलित पॉपुलेशन was only 16.66 crore. So what I'm trying to say is that what happened in 2011 was a hoax, a sham, and the NSSO surveys completely were at contradiction with what the 2011 census said. It is to iron out these discrepancies that the caste enumeration will happen in 2011.
Okay, as I bring in Mahima Singh, but Sanju Verma, the fact is, in 2011, all these figures are hearsay because the numbers were never quite made public where the caste calculations or the caste demarcations were concerned. That number was not made public. So we were still actually functioning.
These numbers I'm quoting public numbers. These numbers I'm quoting from the SEC of 2011.
All I'm talking about is what we are looking as a caste census. Those numbers were never made public. So a lot of, like for example, and Mahima Singh in Karnataka, there is a survey that you did 10 years ago. Everybody has the survey, but officially nobody has the survey. But I'll come back to you. Mahima Singh, on a larger question there, taking off from even with what Sanju Verma said, but the political point of it. You might be stressing on the caste survey, but the ultimate goal was over years to foster and to cultivate a counter-Hindu polarization at the back of constantly harping of the caste census. Now, that possibility is not possible anymore for the Congress.
So, Preeti, first of all, let me bust the lie that caste survey exercises in Telangana and Karnataka have gone in vain. No, it is not true. Telangana census, the caste survey exercise has been a success, and we are sitting right on the brink of blowing away the 50% reservation cap. The BJP and RSS supporters and office bearers will not understand that, because their forefathers and now their current leaders have always been opposed to the idea of the reservation, including their ideologue, the RSS. Now, coming to your question, the cabinet in Karnataka government convened a meeting this April, 17th of April, and the meeting, the imminent now, is on May 9th. And you know that the caste survey report has been in the discussion mode for a long time. In between,
10 years in the making, ma'am. 10 years in the making. Surveys take place 10 years in the making. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Make your point.
I'll quickly make my point. I'm saying that it is in the stages of discussion, and we are inching in towards success. And there's a cabinet meeting scheduled for May 9th. Let's see what comes out of it. And our caste surveys are being discussed in our CWCs, and a fruitful outcome is only imminent, Preeti.
All right. Okay, that was short and crisp.